Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Whose Online Is It Anyway, where everything is made up, including the facts, and they definitely don't matter. I'm Toxic Male, and sitting across from me, and I think his butt's been wiped, Terrence Popp.
What's up, you turbo twat knuckles? Like I've always said, there's just so much shit going on, we can't even keep up.
There's no possible way to keep up.
I have the full menagerie today.
And we got some new tricks today. You want to see the trick? You want to see a trick, don't you? You want to see a trick? Oh, look at that!
Oh, look at that! There's two of us on the screen at the same time.
I bought a new toy. So you guys will have to let me know if it's working correctly. What's up, Riggers?
Yeah, we're learning. We're learning. Yeah.
And,
learning the
do you
tricks.
want to, should we get right into the big announcement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, we've been saying it for months now. There's so much shit coming our way. You guys send us so many articles. We can't possibly keep up. But
Which that's a nice one.
we're now going to attempt to try.
Yeah. We're going to try. We're picking up our live streams.
Yep.
We're going to do, one or two more?
We are going to start doing live streams Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But Thursday will be for supporters only on Patreon, Subscribestar, and Locals. But,
Alrighty.
yeah. So, Live from the Lair is finally going to be live.
Well, that'll be difficult.
Yeah. I'll be here. I'm not going to hold your hand or anything.
Bastard. You bastard. Well, we'll be giving it a go. We're trying to pick up our game here.
Yes.
Because, one, it's important.
Yeah.
Two, there are not a lot of sources out there that are going to tell you the truth. And three, we're good at seeing propaganda and ripping it apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, there is a downside.
Yep.
It means that the edited content is no longer going to be coming weekly. And that's because I want to be able to spend the amount of time on it that it deserves. And we've got a lot of stuff that we've been talking about doing forever.
There's only so many minutes in the week.
Yeah.
All right. And, like, the edited content is great, like the Popp Cultures.
Yeah.
But that requires, between 7 and 12 hours of your time to do each one.
Minimum.
I mean, that's half a fucking day. Whereas, the live streams, we can chop them up into bits and get those out there.
Well, I mean, you're talking about, for a Popp Culture, about 3 hours of filming, minimum.
Yeah.
That doesn't include any of the preparation, scripting, none of that stuff. That can take hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then the actual editing usually takes me between probably 10 and 20 hours because I'm a perfectionist. Episodes like Wango Tango, that was a full week video. That was like 40 hours of editing.
Yeah, it's a long time. I got you. It's cool. And, we don't have any staff because, YouTube has fucked our cash.
Just us, man.
It's just us.
But you will be still getting Popp Cultures. They're just not going to be coming as regularly, and we're going to be able to spend the amount of time and care on them that I want to. And we get all these articles every week, and Pop's like, I can record that. I can talk about that. Some of them I'm sure will be, spicy or new tech exclusives because, there's some things you're just not allowed to talk about here on the U-Boob.
Yeah, and I cannot wait until YouTube starts getting their bottom line crushed, which I believe they already are.
Yeah.
Because, listen, they were the giant monopoly 3 years ago. There was nothing that could keep up with them. There was no competition out there other than Daily Motion, which...
Primarily, that was France.
That's in France, and their platform is stagnant.
Yep.
Hasn't really done anything. Mainly because they censor and do a lot of stupid shit over there as well.
Yeah.
But now we got BitChute, Brighteon, Rumble.
Yep.
Rumble's growing fast. They've absorbed Locals. And there's just more popping up every day. Twitch, DLive.
Yeah, we're on a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Amazon is thinking of doing it.
I don't know.
I know. If they
I mean, we're on Twitch, but, Twitch is owned
Twitchy.
by Amazon.
They're
and,
twitchy.
And he also owns, I believe, the Washington Compost. So
I'm wondering if Parler's lawsuit against Amazon has got any traction yet.
I guess we'll find out with time.
Yeah. That was a blatant violation of contract law right there. Blatant.
It is what it is. One cool thing is that within the next month or so, we are going to be in the my off time, I should say, where I would ordinarily be just cranking out episode after episode. We're going to be doing some stuff for Paranormal Pop, and we're going to be going full tilt into producing the administrative violence webinar. And not all of these live streams are going to be the same either. Some of them are going to be lair style. Some of them are going to be ride and roast style. And I know you guys love that shit.
Yeah, you guys like the ride and roast, huh?
Yep. And we got a special guest coming on with you on Monday, somebody who actually grew up in the Soviet Republic of Georgia and was witness to what happens when the two-way rifle range breaks out. So I think you two are going to have a lot to talk about.
Yes, and we are going to have to keep his ID anonymous.
Yes.
So we will be changing his voice. We'll not see a picture of his face. And hopefully we can have more whistleblowers and so forth come forward who want to tell the deal.
Yeah. I believe he's going to go by Z. So maybe I'll just grab a picture of Lord Zed from Power Rangers or some shit.
Or Zorro.
Just throw him in Zorro.
Yeah, Zorro's good.
Zorro's good. Yeah,
Zorro's
I could go with Zorro.
Yeah, Zorro.
Yeah. I'm showing my age because I went to Power Rangers. You're showing your age even more because you went to the silent film era.
Come on. You're just trying to do an indirect burn on me. I see what you're doing.
I know. First thing that we're going to cover today is not something that you would have seen unless you follow our social media pages, specifically because I found this on an absolute fluke.
Oh, yeah.
It is a tweet. The leftoids are apparently attempting to retake Let's Go Brandon and redefine what it means. This is a whole new level of pathetic.
Yep.
I mean, and the worst part here, I know the dude who wrote this tweet. We are not friends. He used to bully me in school. So when I read this, I was like, I always thought you were a dickless asshole without two lonely atrophied synapses to rub together to make a thought. I want you to thank me for proving me 110% correct. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. 20 years late, apparently half a hemisphere short. We finally figured out what Brandon stands for. Broadband rail construction, airport improvements, non-gas vehicles, develop mass transit, overhaul roads and bridges, no lead in our water, much love, and keep fighting.
All right.
For the establishment that fucks all your lives up?
Let's rip this apart here.
Okay.
So he's talking for broadband. Was that for everyone for free? Good luck with that.
Well, let's just ask a simple question. How about this? Go through this list. Which one of these things would not involve the complete federalization of numerous private industries, otherwise known as fascism or socialism, communism?
Or it's basically stealing.
Put it all together.
I mean, capitalism goes to the same place. I mean, because we are imperfect, evil, hairless monkeys, and we crave power and money. And it doesn't matter what vehicle you ride to get there, it always happens.
No.
Now, the rail construction, we do need our, railways fixed and upgraded. Airport improvements, I really don't see a problem with that, but that is a private industry thing.
Yep.
All right. Now, this no gas vehicle thing. All right, let's just go there.
Yeah, let's completely upset the entire energy infrastructure. You would have to completely overhaul the entire energy sector to make this work. It's not going to happen.
You're not going to do it. Well, the thing is this. Okay. Have you ever looked at the battery pack in an electric vehicle? It is huge.
Yep.
It uses all kinds of rare earth elements that we do not have.
And those rare earth elements are mined by?
Let's see. They're mined in Africa, China, India.
By?
Poor people.
Children.
Oh, some children, yeah. I mean, I watched a lot of the diamond mine and gold mines in Africa, and they start employing kids at like 8 years old.
Ugh.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, who's gonna build all these batteries?
Yep.
How are you gonna finance? You're gonna build the cost of recycling the batteries into the car?
Yeah.
I mean, how's this going to work?
Are you going to completely overhaul the entire power grid, which already can't sustain California-stan?
Yeah.
To charge all these cars just so they can go 18 feet?
Well, our power grid is nothing but a cobbled together, absolute chaotic nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember losing power in Berkeley, and like when that big rainstorm hit in like 2014.
Yeah, I remember.
All right, a squirrel went into a transformer, and my house was out of power for almost 4 days.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's a fucking squirrel.
You might say that situation was nuts.
Yeah. Well, and another thing that's really screwing our whole electric infrastructure is there's no redundancy built in.
No.
That's why it took almost 4 days to fix it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the best part, in order to create non-gas vehicles, you have to mine all of these rare earth components using fossil fuels.
Fossil fuel. All right, here we go.
Where's your sad button? You got to do it for me.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on.
here we go. Yeah, hang on.
Because I think this qualifies.
All right, so they got to develop mass transit. All right, I don't have a problem with mass transit, except for the fact...
If it's federalized, it's going to suck.
Shit. Oh, I mean, California was putting together this, ultra-fast rail project. It is already, I believe, 210% over budget.
Shocker.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
there is absolutely no way they're going to make that work by making it a government thing. It needs to be privatized. People need to make money off of it, or otherwise it will not be maintained.
No, if it's in California-stan especially, or any deep blue state, people are going to be more concerned with skimming off the top than they are with actually completing the project.
Absolutely correct. And then overhaul roads and bridges. Now, I'm going to speak to what we have going on here in Michigan. We've had all kinds of crazy millages in our property taxes for the roads. All right. We sell lottery tickets, and all of that money is supposed to go to the roads. But somehow, our roads are in such a bad state of disrepair, and they're always being worked on, and to the point where the people in Sterling Heights and Troy, that whole corridor that depended upon I-75, they shut down like 6 exits in a row, starving out those businesses. Why they haven't gotten together and done a class action lawsuit against the state of Michigan is fucking beyond me. It's unacceptable.
Yeah.
All right, and that's one. Lead in water.
Yeah.
All right.
You need to talk to the Democrats about that because they were directly responsible for what happened in Flint.
No, actually, I'm going to tell you how it went down. Okay. The Detroit water charges an arm and a leg to get the water to the surrounding cities. They have pretty much a monopoly on the water supply in Michigan. So one of the past governors said, you know what, this is horse shit. We need to have another supply of water. So they set that up. There was a pH problem in the water, and they sent it to the new location. It basically took the corrosion off of the old lead pipes that have been there forever and caused lead to get in the water. That's terrible, I'm telling you. But that ball has been kicked down the road for almost 100 goddamn years by all the administrations of Michigan and those particular counties and cities. Okay. So for them to hold the person who's trying to break the water monopoly here solely responsible is this wrong.
Yeah.
All right. And the government should not have to pay because your house has lead pipes in it.
No.
Okay. That's the homeowner's job is to take out the lead pipes.
Yeah, and
it's not the government's responsibility
because the government
to pay
isn't paying for it. They're stealing our money. to pay for it.
Yeah, fuck that. Listen, I feel for you. If you live in a place with lead in your water, have them dig a well, figure something out. I don't know what to tell you.
Wah, wah, wah.
All right, no, that's my van. I hope I don't ever meet your buddy who used to pick on you in real life because I will punch him.
Could give two shits. He's
probably a fat, bald turd by now.
Definitely balding. I don't know if he's fat or not. He was always an ugly son, bitch.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those.
It is what it is.
Yeah, me and bullies did not get along in my youth.
We understand why they're necessary. It's all part of the food chain, the pecking order, all that stuff. That you learn to dig down and find the strength to fight back against the bully. I understand all that. Doesn't make him any less pathetic, though.
No, it doesn't. And I used to be that guy in school that when I told you we're gonna fight after school, I picked the time and place. I don't meet you anywhere. I had a reputation for showing up at your house when you're, out and about, not expecting it. There's no fucking safety net.
No. And speaking of completely worthless, dickless lunatics, Beto O'Rourke has decided that he's going to run for governor because losing the Senate apparently wasn't humiliating enough for him. I guess this guy just really, really likes to lose elections.
There's got to be some reward in it for him. He's got to be maybe walking away with the contributions and
all those grassroots contributions, just like Bernie Sanders, no refunds, bitches.
Gone.
Just take off with it.
Gone.
No. And this is how people are responding to that.
Yep. Listen, the people out there need to realize that the Democrats of today are not the Democrats of 20 years ago. They are absolute socialists, one world order communists at best. They do not have the best interest of hardworking people, at heart. They want to give money to people who didn't earn it, illegal aliens. I mean, when you have homeless veterans who can't get any assistance, but they're giving all this welfare and free medical and everything to people who came here illegally.
Yeah.
Listen, it's time to get rid of the Democratic Party once and for all. And we need to start that at the grassroots. Okay, we need to start at the school boards, work our way up, and just get them the fuck out. Fuck them.
I couldn't agree with you more. What really cracks me up is that this dude honestly thinks that they wouldn't elect him to be one of many voices for Texas. He thinks that they're going to elect him to be the voice of Texas when everyone remembers this.
I do want to come to Congressman O'Rourke because I know this is personal to you. El Paso is your hometown. Some on this stage have suggested a voluntary buyback for guns in this country. You've gone further. You said, quote, Americans who own AR-15s and AK-47s will have to sell them to the government, all of them.
That's called
confiscation.
confiscation.
The critics call this confiscation. Are you proposing taking away their guns, and how would this work?
I am. If it's a weapon that was designed to kill people on a battlefield.
All of them were.
Yes.
Even revolvers.
The high-impact, high-velocity round, when it hits your body, shreds everything inside of your body because it was designed to do that so that you would bleed to death on a battlefield and not be able to get up and kill one of our soldiers. When we see that being used against children...
You can always tell when somebody who's never held a gun is trying to talk about
who was shot by an AR-15, and that mother watched her bleed.
All right. For those of you that don't know, I am a former 18 Bravo, which is a Special Forces weapons sergeant. And the 5.56 round was designed in the mid to late 60s so the soldier could carry more ammunition. And when you hit your target, you wounded it, so you had to basically have the enemy go through resources to move that person off the battlefield and then take up more resources to heal and bring him back up into productivity. That's what that is. And the second part is this. If you do not want your government to round you up and put you in concentration camps or treat you like cattle and vaccinate you against your will, it's really good to have weapon systems which are on par with the current military.
Little bit. The Second Amendment wasn't just so you could defend your own life and your property. It was just in case the government, which all governments do, go off the rails.
Yeah, or there was a huge invasion into the country, and then you would have Millions upon millions of people with weapons.
Or to borrow a phrase from the Emperor of Japan, a gun behind every blade of grass.
Mm-hmm. And here's another side note. If you know how to operate and shoot with precision, a bolt-action rifle of virtually any caliber that will fire 1 minute or less minute of angle, and you put a good scope on it, you are infinitely more dangerous than a dude with an AR-15.
Without a doubt.
Especially if you know what you're doing.
Yep.
Just saying.
Shall I continue? Or?
Yes, I'm sorry.
All right, it's all right.
To death over the course of an hour because so many other people were shot by that AR-15 in Odessa and Midland. There weren't enough ambulances to get to them in time.
Bullshit.
Hell yes, we're going to take your AR-15, your AK-47. We're not going to allow it to be used against...
The fact that people
are cheering
for that should scare you more than anything.
Yeah. I mean, that is absolutely bullshit right there. Now, listen.
And he looks like he slurps on a couple of these. If you know what I mean.
Ah, you fucking bastard. All right, hang on. Hang on here. All right. Fucking hate
Oh, here we go. Oh, I think we're I can see it.
Oh, first of all, that pencil-necked fucking geek. That goddamn British royalty lookalike motherfucker. Who the hell is he to turn you into a helpless sheeple?
He's no one.
He is absolutely no one. Now, listen, I am not a fan of gun violence needlessly. Okay, but the gun violence has gotten bad. If you look at the removal of the father from the home, and as that number has grown, so has gun violence.
Yep. And the more you take away, and the more you take away guns, the more you restrict their use, which, by the way, is derived exclusively from, post-Emancipation Proclamation racists. That's exactly what that is from. It was designed to keep guns out of the hands of freed slaves. The more you restrict that use, the more the gun crime happens.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why.
I'm going to be honest. I support gun ownership. I don't care what race you are. If you are an American citizen over the age of 18 and you want to have a firearm, you get investigated, you get approved, you buy it, you get trained up on it, you keep it in your home, or if you're in a shall issue state or a conservative carry, keep it in your car and carry it with you. Because you never know when somebody's going to go off the rails.
Yep.
And you're going to have to put a dude down. You never know when that's going to happen.
No. And, if it was just understood that this was a constitutional carry country, which it should be, because that's what well-regulated militia means. It doesn't mean a sanctioned militia only operating within the purview of a government. It's every able-bodied man of fighting age with a stocked gun that he knows how to use.
I'm going to be honest. If I ran the show...
Be much more polite.
If I ran the show, yes, dueling would be legal. When you reach the age of 18, you're going to do 2 years in the service or in the military.
Damn right.
While you're there, you're going to see the world. You're going to get paid. You're going to learn how to use guns.
Yeah.
Okay? And when you come back, you'll be allowed to vote.
Yes.
All right. If you don't go in the service, if you don't pay taxes, you're nothing but a drain on the system, you should not vote.
Yeah. If you do not contribute, if you do not pay taxes into the system, you don't own property, you have not put your life on the line for this country.
You shouldn't have a say.
You don't have skin in the game, so you should not have the right to point a gun to somebody else's head and say, fuck you, pay me.
Back in the day, for you to vote, you had to be available for bucket brigades, fire department work, be a deputized sheriff on a moment's notice. They could literally, the sheriff walk up, I need you, get your guns. We got to go after this dude. A lot of times, those guys got wounded and killed. And back in the day, before we had modern fire equipment, being on the bucket brigade was fatal.
Yeah.
Okay? And if you weren't willing to do that, you didn't vote. And we gave the right to vote to women, and they don't have to do any of that shit.
Nope.
That is bullshit. Wow.
And now we have given the right to vote to men by proxy who basically behave like women. Or identify as them.
Yes, you're right. Or they have their own pronouns. Now, I am waiting for them to try to force me to use pronouns because I can't even remember your fucking name. Now, all my pronouns are Zim and Zer. I'll be like, what you say, Shimp?
A beep, bop, and boop.
You a she, him person or a him, she?
A Chilean she bass?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to give you a nickname. That nickname will be Talk Too Much Dumbass. Okay, there you
go. You'll be a pronoun Pauly.
Yeah.
That'll be your name.
Talk Too Much Dumbass. I gotcha. That's who you are from now on. You don't get to pick your nickname, and sooner or later, you must accept your nickname. Those are the rules of the nickname.
You're damn right. All right. Would you like to do some super chats?
Yes. I mean, first of all, give me a count. How many people we have on? We've gone for half
let's
now.
check it out here. 1,054 on YouTube already. Boom! Headshot. 469 likes, though.
What are you doing?
Smash it.
Come on.
Smash it like a prom queen. 45 on MGTOW.tv. 108 on Odyssey. 101 on DLive. And 64 on Twitch. Slowly climbing just up to 65 as we speak. Thank you all very much for tuning in. Going to jump over to Streamlabs first because, as always, before the stream even started, Polska Bob in the house. Gentlemen, beer money's, Pop, it's good to see you branching out. The Vets Day live stream with the Reverend 20s channel was cool as fuck.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I was only there for an hour and 15 minutes. I had shit to do.
Y'all got shit
Listen, I had quality fucking off to do. What can I say?
And you did your supporter stream that night.
Yeah, I did the supporter stream, and then between the two, I had to get food and stuff in my cake hole. And what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I'm feeling better now that I changed my diet, though.
Del Taco?
I don't do that.
No, what did you change your diet from to?
Well, I eat 3 small meals.
Oh, okay.
Actually, 2 small meals and then 1 major meal a day. That's it.
Okay, so instead of doing the 1 meal a day thing, period?
I did that for a long time, but I was not eating enough calories in that 1 meal. And I was always at a caloric deficit and a nutrient deficit. And once you do that long enough, it really runs you into the dirt.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling myself out of that nosedive.
Yeah, you get to the point where even sleep isn't rejuvenating you. You're like,
Well, my sleep is never. Listen, I wake up gasping for breath. I have nightmares. Sometimes I can't even get to sleep for like 2 or 3 fucking days. But it doesn't affect me like it does like you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't even get tired.
Well, you get used to it.
No, I don't get tired.
No.
And then I'll get to that point like at 56, 72 hours where the timer goes off like, warning, warning, 5 minutes till shutdown, warning. And so I have to find somewhere to lay down and sleep for 4 to 6 hours. It's very unpleasant sometimes.
I bet it is.
I'm just saying.
It sneaks up on you. Dynaside 13. Damn it, I got the coof. I've had sinus infections worse. My fiancé is not doing as well. HR at work is a masturbator, and I got a veiled threat from a co-worker about him liking coffee as black as what's behind his bullets when I warned him I tested positive. For fuck's sake, I've worked through pneumonia for 3 months and thought this was a sinus infection. Here's hoping I don't get pounded for it.
All right, okay, hang on. Get on Amazon. Buy the ivermectin they give to horses.
Just brush your teeth with it.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to tell you to take it. I'm just saying. There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yes. Well, we're allowed to talk about it now in some degrees because the World Health Organization, which is YouTube's standard source, so don't ban us for this, has given it clearance as a medication.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, man. I think I might have had the coof at least twice in the past year and a half.
Yeah.
Once there was no symptoms. And then the other time I put myself on the protocol since I have all the shit just to make sure I didn't wind up getting like serious or having some long-term fucked upness.
Yeah, get her done.
I just did what I had to do.
Yeah. Mortus machina. To save all, we must risk all. Death is not too high a price for this taste of heaven. Friedrich Schiller.
Yep. Well, unfortunately, it's probably going to come down to that.
Yeah. Let's Play PC, 1,064 viewers and only 655 likes. By my arithmetic, that means that 409 of A.B. Horton's sex partners are watching.
Yeah, what are you doing on here? Come on.
Gonorrhea. No.
Herpetogonosyphilitis.
Dictatorship.
Apparently that's the word of the day on the channel after we posted the bid from last week.
Yeah. You know, for those of you that don't know, I come up with new words for stuff, and a lot of times it's like 2 or 3 or more words all like linked together. Like,
yeah, last week you really enjoyed Blaxican.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That one went in the brain.
Yeah. Or, my favorite one is narbipolbagistic.
Even you can't say it correctly the first time.
I know. Well, I stumble over my words. What do you want?
It is what it is. We all do. Cliff3188. Evening, gents. You know how POTUS and VP have assigned wardrobes for their roles, dossiers, lapel pins with their respective seals? Does that mean that Come Swallow a Heels Up, Pull My Harris has a pair of official VP knee pads somewhere?
She probably does.
I think you have a very valid point.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she doesn't gag on it.
She used to be the squeeze for Montel Williams back in the day.
Yeah. I hope he's squeezed instead of
Is he still
delivering it to
alive?
the warehouse.
Because he has MS.
I think he is, yeah.
I hope he is. I like that guy.
Deep Purple 1987. Take my money! There we will. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. I can buy a few shots of Jameson cold brew. Is your girlfriend up there? Is she still half full or half empty?
No, we're 2/3 full. This is different. Is this a new bottle? I don't know.
I think we got another one in there.
Yeah, we do.
We always got to keep you stocked, brother. Always got to keep you stocked.
Well, the thing is we get a lot of stuff in the mail, and I put it in the booze room.
Which I appreciate. A big shout out to Sean for your care package that arrived with some good boxes. And apparently the bottle of Bird Dog caramel whiskey didn't make it to my house because somebody decided he was going to put a drinking straw in it and suck it down.
Don't judge me!
Like a greedy hooer.
Don't judge me, man. Dude, it was so good.
It's all right. It's not like I don't have a whole fridge full of Bird
Like
Dog
literally,
back there.
I'm like holding the bottle. I'm like, he won't mind.
It's fun.
He's already had the old smoky caramel. What's this one? I think
3 hours later. Well, this is empty.
Nah, man, that stuff was really good.
Bird Dog is damn tasty.
Oh my God.
Edwin Sparks. Zeroing gangers in Cyberpunk while listening to Top Pop is nice. It's therapeutic, and depending on how things go in the next few days, ... Yeah.
We'll see what's up.
It's going to be interesting. The fact that they're deliberating more than one day is ridiculous by itself, but
well,
they gotta
I don't know.
If they're going to acquit, they got to make it look good. If there's social justice warriors in the jury, it's going to be hung. So.
I'm expecting a hung jury.
Sucks, man.
I'm going to be honest. If I was on that jury, I'd be like, not guilty. And they could like, we'll be here forever. That's fine. I'll pinch a tent and build a fire.
Yeah.
And I can stay here fucking forever. Fuck off.
Yeah. Look, sorry. Did we see different video footage or something?
Yeah.
Which,
actually,
there's no other way to interpret it.
We did not get a chance to see the FBI's drone footage because it was mysteriously lost and not given to the defense, which is an automatic mistrial
until it was shown in court.
Yeah, you cannot just ambush people in court with evidence that hasn't been shared with the defense.
Yep.
That is a mistrial right there.
Yeah. Carl Jackson says, if they convict, no self-defense ever again. And that's why this stream is called what it's called.
Yeah, but, hey. Okay, but what are you going to do when you have 20,000 people all ready to start, throw down, the two-way rifle range? What are you going to do, convict them all? You're going to find them all? No.
Yeah, it's not going to work that way.
And then, you don't know. We don't know what's going to happen.
No.
That number 36 and 38 keeps popping into my head.
Yeah.
Something has got to go. Something is going to happen with those numbers in it. I'm just.
Yeah, and we know in Kenosha they're going to riot whether he's convicted or not.
Well, it is cold and rainy, so they'll
still do it.
Yeah. Well, they'll still do it if the local population doesn't come out with their 12 gauges and put an end to it.
Amen to that. Sean Sprague donated $50. Holy cow.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, good sir. Followed up by 95th Phantom. Hey, Popp and Blake, long-time watcher, first-time super chatter. Add me to the life saved counter.
Well, it's $3.95 now.
$3.95.
We got one in writing the other day. That was $3.94.
Yeah, we're going to have to do a pizza party when we hit to 400. We just crossed 1,100 viewers. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Oh, and send me off with a...
Got her in. Oh.
You got it. Crazy uncle, with all the people stealing mass amounts, what do you think about spray painting their vehicles with an abbreviation for abnormal thinker while they are loading up? Or spicy sauce introduction?
Yeah. Yeah. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Abby Normal.
That was a funny movie, bro.
Crazy uncle again. Been studying real environmental science for a few decades. It is amazing how easily it can all be fixed, yet the government won't get their pound of flesh. And that's what it's all about, man. Their whole climate change nonsense. It's economic imperialism. That's all it is.
We're going to solve the problem here shortly when we start dropping nukes on people. We're going to have massive...
Well, that's one way to cool off the planet.
We're going to have massive die-offs of people. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Wah, wah, wah. Shannon Riley, Bond is dead. My last childhood memory is gone. And I woke to college. And I, too, awoke college at age 58, too. Ugh.
Yeah, I refuse to watch the new Bond movies. I won't watch any movie that I get a hint of any woke bullshit in. I just will not do it. I'm done with it.
It's understandable.
Fuck Hollywood.
Sean Sprague again signed in to let you know that you can add another man to the list. 2 in a night.
Wow. It's what 396 now.
396.
I got to start writing these numbers down.
3 years post trying to punch my own ticket, your videos helped get my balls back. Your recent videos saved me from getting tricked into a relationship.
Which one was that?
I don't know. Let us know what that one was, Sean. I'll keep a lookout for you in the chat over there.
So we're at 395.
That was 396 just now.
Oh, 396, sir.
Yeah. As real the deplorable, Australia wished they didn't not. They did it. I don't know what that is.
They're wishing that they'd
sell
surrender their guns.
Sell their soul to the government. Yeah.
Yeah. You soldier, you let them take your guns? And are you shocked this is happening now?
Shocker.
Because, Australia is being run by the feminist agenda. Feminists like to take the easy way out, and the easy way out is socialism, communism, because, they're too weak to actually compete with men on a fair basis, and you can prove this with the Department of Labor statistics of what sexes are in what job and what percentages.
Yep. 96% of all workforce deaths are men. Until that's 50-50.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but if you want equal outcome, then we should start putting a gun to every chick's head that doesn't make the cut to be a CEO and say, you know what? We've got 95% of bricklayers are men. You're going to be a bricklayer. You don't like it? Fuck off. I'll set you to hard fucking labor. I mean, that's where we're going. Once you allow them to treat you like a fucking, a cow or a sheep or something they could do whatever they want with, that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah. Because once you give them your guns, you have no way to fight back.
You have no way to fight back. No, well, you can fight back, but it requires, other stuff. But, that's what it is. I mean, I myself...
Storm the castle with baseball bats full of gutter nails.
Well, I mean, there isn't a lot... I mean, the average person walking around out there, okay, they're really not up to speed and being trained on how firearms work or the tactics you need to implement them, or knowing the logistics of actually fighting a protracted battle or war, or how to do intel and how to encrypt. And, I mean, there's a whole litany of skills out there that people need to know if they're going to, do crazy shit. Unfortunately, I have all those skills, and I talk to everyone in Popp's Preppers about it.
A particular set of skills.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I mean, I did intel, civil affairs, PsyOps, and I did all of the high-speed door kicking, jumping out of planes, flying around in helicopters, getting shot at for like 2 decades.
Yep.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't learn those tools in a commie government.
No.
You are property of the state.
And here's
little more.
Here's the funny part. Is that last 12 years of my career when I was just a E7, because I administratively reduced from 8 to 7 so I could go full time. I knew more than the officers in charge of me. Like, literally, I would get called on the phone and like, hey, man, you got to put together a training plan for this. And I'm like, okay. Well, because I was a training NCO. But then I also knew, like, we had to send people to NTC in Afghanistan and North Africa. And I was always, like, putting together travel plans and how to build pallets and going through all the litany of tasks that need to get done to send a unit forward. And I wasn't responsible for 85% of those tasks, but I still had to do them. Meh.
Meh. I'll drink to that. Pancho Villa, the only thing Beto is getting is a drinking straw.
That dude needs to move out of Texas.
Right here.
That dude needs to move the hell out of Texas because it's not going to go well for him when this gets bad.
Well, he's going to do what he did before, take everybody's donation money and just skip off into the sunset.
But the thing is like if Texas is probably where this whole thing is going to kick off. And if he's living in Texas, he's going to have some people in his front lawn that he's not going to want to see once that starts. Because he is, in my opinion, the frontline enemy of this country.
Oh, he's up there.
Yeah, him and those like him and those career politicians who've been sitting up there for decades.
The people in charge of Joe Biden.
Yeah. The people with their hand up his sock puppet ass that was just wiped.
My butt's been wiped.
Dude, we should do it. That'd be a good comedy skit. We should do our own We should do our own puppet show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh.
I mean, it's not like he's blue screen Biden.
No. I fucking hated it when I used to get that on my computers.
Well, yeah, it would piss me off every time. Hunter's Moon Grim, most state constitutions declare the people to be the state militia. Exactly.
Absolutely correct.
It skipped ahead on me, you bastards. Crazy uncle, pull up the Second Amendment and remember what the federal papers said. A militia is any able-bodied male between the age of 6 and 60. Yep. Travis Wolf, a saying goes, an armed society is a polite society.
Absolutely correct, and that's why you should bring back dueling.
Dueling. Edwin Sparks, smash that like button like a firefighter on Pop's wife, allegedly.
Yeah, you're going to get me sued, bro. Come on. Dial that back to 8. Don't do it at 10.
Ohio Trucker 1, Pop M60 or 240B or M2HB, which is the
M60.
All right, there you go.
I carried that pig for quite some time. I loved it. It didn't really go through all your ammo that quickly, but it was damn effective.
Nice. El Snows, I'm going to eat a meal of tuna fish cooch spaghetti. Oh, God!
I've had that before. It's not bad.
Cooch spaghetti. Eating a dessert of a Neapolitan milkshake with a big black drinking straw while thinking of Lizzo and Tess Holliday tripping in the mud. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
No.
I'm getting a lump of vomit right here.
It seemed like the time.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
Dung is fun. Odessa, Midland, Texas area. I know more people that have AR-15s than have been shot by one.
Correct. And here's a weird travesty of justice. An AK-47 platform is going to run you at a minimum $1,500.
Ooh.
You can get an AR platform for like $599 to $800.
Sounds sensible to me.
I remember when I used to be able to buy AK-47s for $179. The magazines were $2 and the ammo was dirt cheap.
Yep.
Not so much anymore.
No, definitely not anymore. Ken J 1090. I've said it every time they bring up assault weapon bans. A scoped bolt action scares me more than some douche with an AR.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a bull barrel 30 caliber rifle that shoots less than 1 minute of angle and a mil-dot scope on it, you know how to judge distance or figure it out for yourself, you can tattoo people to a click, no problem.
Tattoo them.
And if you're inside of 600 meters and I see your foot, I'll put a hole through that thing.
Boom.
And you'll be hobbling off the battlefield.
Sean Brennan, Pop, Beretta 92 or Sig P226?
226. Don't insult me, bro.
Aaron Clary. Hey, how you doing, Cappy? Dropping in to say hi. Visiting South Dakota, you schmoes.
All right.
You don't have to twist
Cappy.
my arm. You don't have to twist my arm. I'll come visit you.
You don't have to threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. Hey. I don't want to know.
Well, I'm going to go there and shoot guns.
Oh, okay.
That's a good time.
All right. As long as you're talking about literal guns and not metaphorical guns, you...
Ah, you bastard. You bastard.
I don't know what you and Cappy were doing when I wasn't around.
Hey.
Hey, I know you're not gay, but $20 is $20. And he is the economist.
Oh, you bastard. That was a good burn.
We're about to crack 1,300 if y'all can keep it going. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. Ohio Trucker 1, some of my customers have begun to pay me in booze to haul their steel. P.S. Rolling tarp semi-trailer can be turned into a 48-foot big screen.
Yeah.
That's good times. You should blow us up on a 48-foot big screen. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
You could offend people like a whole county at a time.
Yeah. I want to get my hands on some billboard advertising. I would have so much fun with that.
Don'tMarryHer.com.
Yep. It goes right for Redonkulas and has a picture of me going, fuck off!
Mr. Jimmy Jams tried to send something funny. The censors didn't like it. Wah. Channel support anyway. Well, we appreciate it.
All right, cool.
A Dunny 0815. I'm 22, been watching since senior year. Listening to a stream and taking a ride on my MC has gotten me through my lowest lows. +1 young man, still here. Thank you.
All right, be careful with that MC, bro.
Yeah.
I've buried on average one soldier a year who died in motorcycle accidents.
Yeah. But it sounds like we got 397 from that one. +1 young man, still here.
Well, did he say?
He said +1 young man, still here.
All right, hang on. So let's add that in there.
397.
Fuck yeah. Hang on.
I sell cat litter. I want to. I know some ladies who would like your phone number. I want the stop, don't touch me there question. Why? Wasn't there a polyester pileup on the prosecutor when he pointed that rifle at the jury? And why didn't the judge do anything to stop it?
All right. Well, first of all, pointing a gun at anyone is rude. All right. And you don't point guns at people. You don't flag people. I mean, in the military, you point your gun at somebody, they can punch you in the mouth and pretty much get away scot-free.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little,
There it is.
Just saying.
There's the receipts right there.
I mean, I like this tweet here. You spot the difference.
Look, okay, now I'm gonna mention this gay ass NCO who gave my whole unit a class on the proper handling of weapons, despite the fact he was an 88 Mike and my entire unit was airborne infantry and half of them were Ranger qualified. Okay, he would say, keep the mouse out of the house, which is the trigger well. And obviously the young man on the right, his finger is not in the trigger well, and stupid lying prosecutor, his finger is in the trigger well. So somebody's fucking up here by the numbers.
Somebody's screwing up here, yeah. Just a little bit, Not a big deal.
And when you look
right?
at that rifle that the prosecutor's holding,
yeah,
is there a sight system on the one that Rittenhouse is holding? I can't tell.
The picture's not very good quality.
Well, in that one there, I don't see a sight system. There's no iron sights, nothing. No. So I don't even know if they took that off or.
I don't know, but I do know one person who approves of the prosecutor's trigger discipline. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna flag a whole bunch of people with a gun and put your finger on the trigger, I mean that's
it doesn't really look like
right?
Alec Baldwin from the side, though.
It's because he's getting old. What are you gonna do?
All right, yeah, I'll give you that. I'm not gonna say you're wrong.
He doesn't look like Beetlejuice anymore. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah,
or like he did in Beetlejuice. He wasn't actually Beetlejuice.
No, he was just some dumbass.
Yeah, just some dumbass indeed. He's very much that.
Dumas.
Fuck bunnies.
Just like a Kiyaka.
What do we got here? Dun dun dun. All right. Montezuma smash that like button for 850. Actually, we got just 909 likes at this point. Thank you all very much. Smash it. Keep smashing it. CG Roberts, they should probably put an ice cream bell on the USS Harvey Milk. Let's go, Brandon. Hope you can read, Blake. Sorry about 2 weeks ago.
It's all good.
About it, brother. I ain't the herb. Pop, when were you at Bragg or McCall?
Oh, shit. Fort Bragg.
He says he swore he crossed paths with you sometime in the late 90s.
Well, I went to Fort Bragg. I went to the Q in 92. And then I went back to Fort Bragg 2 or 3 times between 1992 and, I'd say, 2007.
Okay.
Or, 2007.
So maybe not.
Yeah, maybe I crossed paths with the dude. I don't know.
All right.
Shit happens.
Shane Adams, I have a feeling this whole thing is going to go south and turn hot because of the Rittenhouse verdict. Probably not wrong. One way or another, things are going to go bad.
Yeah. Sooner or later, It's going to go down.
Yep. We're going to be getting into that shortly, but holy smoking Joe Frazier, a $100 super chat.
God, thank you so much.
Durham Sukoti, wow.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's right, you rigging riggers, you are not worthy. Have some gonorrhea on rigs. Cheers, keep up the truths. Rigs!
He's probably upgraded to HIV and that big African cold sore disease thing that rots holes in your junk.
Oh, the meaty, disgusting wart.
Whatever they call that stuff.
Crusty Dog over on MGTOW.tv. Mill doctrine question. USMC dumped its armor and is moving to basically a sea-lane denial doctrine. It sounds like they're tired of being a smaller version of the Army with older broke-down crap. As a former crayon eater, I can see it. I'm just interested in how they will screw this up. What's your opinion?
My opinion is the Marines need to either... Well, they've already got rid of the tanks, which, in my opinion, was taking up too much money for them. And that person is right. The Marines get the handoffs, and they have a shitty budget. The Navy burns up all their cash. But you need to have some type of vehicle that will carry the bigger weapons.
Yeah.
Okay? Listen. The Marines, like say a Marine platoon, they walk around with a 50 cal machine gun. They break it down, and they have like 6 people carry it. You don't get that in the Army. We're not that stupid. Just saying. We put the heavy shit on vehicles, and we bring those along.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm just saying. And they're working on a new light tank that they could push out of an aircraft. I'm just saying.
Nice. S-Kent 599. The saddest thing about the Rittenhouse trial is that a 17-year-old kid had more balls than the entire city of Kenosha. Every time Antifa or Burn, Loot, and Murder show up, we should all be like Kyle and push their shit in.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah.
But Kyle would not be where he is if he had 3 people with him. He operated as a cohesive unit with 4 guys. You're not getting mobbed if you have 4 guys. I mean, it'll take like 20 people attacking at one time.
Or had this just happened during the riots instead of now, 500 Wisconsin National Guard troops activated ahead of the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict?
Yeah.
If you had done this when people were burning, looting, and murdering in the city,
we would not have this problem.
We wouldn't have this problem.
That's absolutely correct.
So we're going to deploy people now, but when there was tangible danger happening on the news every night, fuck that. Let that kid go in there alone and do what you should be fucking doing.
Absolutely correct.
Pathetic. Last one here, Kiro Ninja 00. Hey, Pop, did you think it would be a good idea to go to the range and learn how to shoot even though you don't own a gun?
Maybe.
Well, listen, you did lose
if you want to learn, if you want to teach yourself all the skills of handling firearms and reloading them and being able to engage targets, you can do all of that with airsoft platforms. It will not cost you a lot of money. The ammunition is cheap, but the muscle memory you learn from those things is priceless.
Damn right. All right, we're going to jump back into it. Wait, everybody's talking about it already, so let's just dive right in. The Rittenhouse trial. Clown show. Kenosha prosecutor claims that the violent mob of rioters that attacked Kyle Rittenhouse were heroes who did the right thing. You're going to call a how many times convicted domestic abuser and a convicted pedophile, a chomo.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Sorry. Look, and if you sexually abused children, you're not a hero. And in fact, I really am upset that he was breathing air as long as he did.
Yeah.
That I can't forgive that. I just can't.
No. This guy's about as pathetic as it gets, man. It's like, how can we all look at the same video evidence proving that this kid was defending himself beyond the shadow of a doubt, that there's no doubt in anyone's mind who's actually looked at the footage. When Anna Kasparian comes out and says, I was wrong, this has nothing to do with white supremacy, it has nothing to do with racism.
You know why they did that?
Obviously, he was... Why?
Because if he gets off, everyone who disparaged him is going to get the shit suit out of him.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Literally, he has an open ticket to basically have a free ride for the rest of his life. And I know there's probably dozens of attorneys chomping at the bit to get released on the media, and they need to get sued into the Stone Age. They need to stop.
I'll definitely agree with you. Oh, it's just this guy Binger. He's just such a fucking moron. He compared Rittenhouse to an active shooter or a bank robber who shot his way out of a crime scene while singing the praises of violent thugs who chased Rittenhouse and attacked him once he fell down in the street. When is it reasonable for a criminal to shoot himself out of a crime scene? When a bank robber robs a bank and runs away and the crowd comes after him, can he just shoot anybody and claim self-defense? Yeah, the guy who was putting out fires set by other people, rendering aid, shouting friendly over and over again while people were running after him, attempting to brain him with a skateboard, shoot him with a gun, screaming, "Fuck you, kill his ass." Yeah, that sounds like the guy who's really causing the problems.
Oh, you're forgetting one thing.
Fuck's sakes.
He spent the days removing graffiti.
Yeah, that as well.
Yep. What a bunch of shit.
A crowd full of people who destroyed small businesses, threw Molotov cocktails, almost detonated a gas station, and would have if Rittenhouse hadn't been there to put out the fire.
Yeah.
Heroes.
Well, you're not
Heroes.
You're not detonating a gas station. You can burn it up.
Choice of words.
All right, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. sorry. When you say shit like that, I literally how'd they do that? Yeah. I got you.
That there is, air combustion and things like that in those chambers underground, so you could potentially build up enough air pressure to cause an actual explosion. Just so we're clear.
Well, we agree to disagree here.
All right.
It's fine.
Binger. I love this. This was sent to me today. He has officially found his way onto the Urban Dictionary.
Oh, no.
A Binger is a soy-filled authority figure who abuses his position to demonize others, especially people who can defend themselves, who are a reminder of the fact that Binger cannot. A Binger riles up others against those he considered threatening to his position of power, known for tight-fit skinny jeans, Star Wars lapel pins, and virginity.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with that definition.
Neither will I.
I'm just saying.
And it was already brought up in the chat. Rittenhouse ADA Binger claims that you lose your right to self-defense if you're armed.
What?
Dumbest shit I've ever
that's
heard.
right. They're trying to say, well, he just had a small gun, and sometimes you just got to take a beating. Fuck you.
Yeah, take a beating with bullets from a 9mm?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Get the hell out of here. And, you get a good crack with a skateboard to the head, it fractures your skull. You're probably going to die, and if you survive, you'll never be the same. So fuck off.
He literally used a picture from Roadhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Really, dude?
Yep.
This is, I'm starting to see from the fact that this is, to anyone with a working set of eyeballs and a brainstem, this was an open and shut case of self-defense. And seeing just how this guy is embarrassing himself and making an utter mockery of the Constitution, it's no wonder that it's the ADA trying this case and not the actual DA. Something tells me the DA was looking out for his own ass when he passed this off.
Here's my opinion. This is the textbook definition of malicious prosecution.
Oh, without a doubt.
And that jury should come back with a not guilty verdict with extreme prejudice and open the door for that motherfucker and the guy he works for to get sued for malicious prosecution.
Yep.
Because the actual guy that he works under should have stepped in and said, you know what, you're fucking this whole thing up.
You're done.
You're done. But he didn't. So he's just as culpable as this lying sack of shit. And he should lose his law license and never be allowed to practice anywhere ever again.
His own witness admitted on the stand under oath to witness tampering.
Correct.
That's mistrial.
Right there.
Right there.
I mean, there's at least, a dozen instances where they could have declared a mistrial.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
And the judge, and especially when you saw the footage of the judge yelling at the guy.
Oh, yeah. He was blatantly violating the dude's Fifth Amendment rights.
He should have said, you know what, this has gone too far. I'm declaring a mistrial with prejudice. You can never charge this guy again. Get out of my courtroom.
He should have thrown it out immediately.
Yes.
Why they didn't?
I have no idea.
You know what I bet it is? I bet it's just pure fucking cowardice.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest.
Well, we can't actually, let him off because then people are going to riot. They're going to riot anyway.
Yep.
They're going to riot whether they're celebrating or pissed because
Absolutely
that's
correct.
what the left does.
Absolutely correct.
And if they can't go out and do that, they'll just go to a bunch of seedy motels and get...
Can't disagree with you. Just saying.
Oh, this whole thing pisses me off, man.
Yeah, and I who knows what this verdict will be. My money's on hung jury.
What really fucking pisses me off, though, is that this asshole, this prosecuting attorney, in order to try to make a name for himself, agreed to take this case, and in the process, he is willing to sacrifice a 17-year-old kid on the altar of wokeness.
And destroy the legal process within his city and state.
Destroy the legal process, and if this is allowed to pass, because there could be some fucking cowards in the jury who want to be responsible for the people who could die in riots. You don't want to just put the kid in jail. It's the greater good, right?
It'll get overturned on appeal. No. No. No.
No. If this is allowed to stand, despite all the evidence, everyone's right to self-defense here is on trial.
Yep. That's right.
So hold on to your butts, because it's not just Rittenhouse up there, getting crucified. If they're allowed to drive those nails in, it's all of us.
Correct.
But on the strength of this, totally logical argument from the prosecution, I decided that it was a good time to take a look at maybe not some apples to apples, but at the very least apples to crab apples. Suspected Texas high school gunman released on bail one day after teacher and students shot. Now, I wonder why this could be. I mean, I'm sure that this guy has got white privilege working for.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, they're going to probably try to sell it as some kind of self-defense against a bully or some other injustice that took place on the establishment.
Gee, it's almost like you know this stuff. Civil rights attorney Kim T. Cole, who spoke on behalf of the family, blasted reporters outside the jail for portraying the dangerous incident as a standard-issue school shooting. There are numerous school shootings that have occurred across this country which are tragic. All school shootings are tragic. But in this situation, it was not someone who was just out to go and shoot a school and had made up their mind and said, hey, I'm upset and I'm just going to go shoot anyone I see. That was not the situation here. Pray tell, what is the situation? Because this family spokeswoman has claimed that he acted out of self-defense after being robbed and targeted by bullies. Mm-hmm. Footage on social media, so again, this is something that is caught on film, showed Simpkins getting into an altercation with class during class with another student that escalated into gunfire. Now, here's the funny part. The fight was broken up and the two students calmed down. But then Simpkins pulled out a firearm from his orange backpack and fired several shots that hit 3 people, according to the arrest warrant on Thursday. Okay.
What state does this happen in?
I want to say it was Texas. Could be wrong.
Oh.
Yes, Texas student. Arlington, Texas.
I'm going to be honest. The Texas governor needs to get directly involved in this. And the prosecutor that allowed this guy to get on bail needs to get folded up and fucking retired or kicked out of the fucking... I mean, this is insane.
But remember,
I'm sorry. If you go into a school and start shooting it up, there's no excuse for that.
No, there's not.
I'm sorry.
But remember, the reason why we're even talking about acquitting Kyle Rittenhouse is because of my white privilege, right?
Yep.
When's the last time you even heard about this kid?
One time in the media and then never again.
Yep, exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, the minute, and also they don't mention the race of shooters. If they're black or...
No, never.
Only when they're white.
Yep.
Only when it's a white shooter do they white person goes nuts, la, la, la.
And yet, here we are. This is essentially what is happening.
Yeah.
There are people out there. There are confirmed leftoids who honestly believe that Kyle Rittenhouse shot a bunch of black people. They are that stupid and completely out to lunch. They have not looked up one stick of evidence for themselves. Not one.
I love it. See, look, when I hear stuff like that, In my mind, I'm doing like what Louder with Crowder does when he goes to these places and he says, "Change my mind."
Yes.
I'd be like, I'd have to be like, "Prove to me you're not an idiot."
Yes.
That's what I would call it. Please prove to me you're not an idiot.
Yeah. Yes. Sell me your intellect. I dare you.
Yeah.
Come on.
Sell me marriage.
Sell me marriage.
Sell me marriage. Come on. I did that the ICMI in 19.
S-ho.
And they were just laughing their balls off. Sell me marriage. Sell me marriage.
Do it.
Yeah, get out of here.
That's some funny shit right there. Oh, man. Let's dump back into the Super Chats here. We are solidly over 1,300 viewers, 1,353 on YouTube alone. We just cracked over 1,000 likes. Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. It really means everything to us.
I guess my spamming all over we and Facebook is paying off.
Spamming works. Spam it. Spam it. It sounds like something... one of those gnarly, like Kazumi Squirts videos would say, spam it. God.
The dudes who watch this show, you need to share this with your buddies and have them watch it themselves.
Yep.
We should be growing 100 to 200 per episode indefinitely.
Back it off a little bit just for people who can't handle the truth and they get pissed off listening to us talk.
Okay, fine.
I'm just too fucking dorky for them. That's fine too. I don't care.
Yeah, I got you.
So because I'm the tech dude.
Yeah, you are the tech dude.
I run all this shit.
Yeah, you are up to speed, man. You are up to speed on this.
I'm doing my best.
This headset's making my ears sweat.
Yeah. Jeffrey Paul, our composer, in the chat. That prosecutor has his booger hook right on the trigger.
Yes, it does.
Booger hook.
I like it.
That's nice. I haven't heard that one before. Jeff,
it's like
on
Dick
the bound.
Peter.
Dick Peter. Nice. I build a Jeff on the bound says I build a custom Mosa Nagant or Nagant.
Nagant, yeah.
Nagant.
It's a 7.62 by 54 rimmed cartridge.
Stainless steel bull barrel under 300 rounds. A custom bolt I made. Custom ghillie wrap. The most expensive garbage rod in Connecticut. Fires sub 1 MAO with 35 cents a round.
That's pretty impressive. Impressive. But getting a sub-minute of angle with factory ammunition, unless it's national match, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
It is. Because when they mass produce ammo, they don't like measure out each prep powder charge. It goes through the machine, and what you get is what you get.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Traveler 44. Where can I send money so that you get the most of it? Streamlabs or Subscribestar. Subscribestar offers one-time tips. Links are in the description of every stream. So
yeah,
check it out. Thank you so much. 9x23, $10 donation, 10 minutes into the stream, and y'all make me want to get a new rifle. And the longer I listen, the bigger it gets. Hey. That's what she said. It's at a 300 PRC now. It'll probably be a 375 lethal magnum by the end of the stream.
Well, 300 PR. Well, okay. Like, I'm a fan of the PRC round. There's no brass for it. There's no military application. You have to hand load all of your own shit, which is a pain in the dick. So you can go to 6.5 Creedmoor. Yeah, the ballistic isn't as good as the 6.5 PRC, but the ammunition is much cheaper. Just saying.
Dude law.
Good times. Smooth Criminal. I'm waiting for the verdict of not guilty to see all the coitus holes start crying and the false flag attack happens.
Yep.
Yeah. But basically, if Rittenhouse is acquitted, I think that's actually going to impact the Democrats who have been speaking out against him, and we're going to see a further cratering of blue screen Biden's support, because even passing his bullshit infrastructure bill in its stripped-down form didn't give him a boost at all.
Well, everyone knows he is basically a puppet of the communist socialist agenda.
That tickles. Yep.
We need to do the puppet show, man.
Sesame Street Biden.
I think that'd be hilarious.
Big Bird Biden. Oh, shit.
We'd have to make up our own shit.
Oh, there's somebody out there who's got to have some good Photoshop skills. Make a Big Bird Biden.
Yeah, we can't use any of that stuff. We have to make our own stuff so we don't get sued.
Biden the Grouch, maybe. Who knows? Put him in a trash can. It's where he belongs, just like the rest of his career.
Yeah.
Triggers McNickers. Hey, how you doing, sir? Androgynous, completely dependent on a collective resource, incapable of independent thought, can't fight, infertile. Did I describe a model NWO citizen or an insectoid worker drone?
I think you're going for the insectoid worker drone.
All the above.
Yeah.
I'd go with both. Brian Belgarde with a $50 donation. Holy cow, I got to do it again.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
All right.
20 years on MCs, 9 in the core, 03 field. Guess which did more damage? 88 to 97, Semper Fi. Love you, Pop. No homo.
Probably the Marines fucked him up. He did 11 years in the Corps.
Yeah.
And he didn't retire.
20 years.
20.
20 years.
That's
yeah.
all right.
Yeah. 20 years on MCs, 9 in the core.
Yeah. You did 9 years in the service. You should have just retired. Ride it out for another 11 years.
Ride it out. Will Dog Jones 1, just to lighten the mood. Happy deer season week. 8-point down.
Yeah, actually, a couple weekends ago, I got together with a bunch of my Army buddies. They zeroed their rifles for upcoming deer seasons.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Send us some venison jerky.
Nah, I don't eat that.
I do.
Yeah, good. Send it to him.
Yes, send it to me. Just like, the bottle of salted caramel whiskey that totally made it to me. You rat bastard. AF.
At least I was honest about it.
I know, I understand. He brings over this big box and he's like, there was a bottle of Bird Dog salted caramel in there. There's not anymore. I owe you one. Sure.
Yeah, well, no, your words were like, I'm not surprised.
Pretty much. Shocker.
I'm not good at lying, bro,
No.
so I just had to tell you right up.
AF, by the same logic, L sounds like pinching is always good and just. Ooh. That's one way to shoot a hole in that. I mean, the guy has no logic at all, but that's one way to shoot a hole through it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we know the Democrats are the real racists anyway.
Yeah. They want to go right back to segregation.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like they came up with the
Switch
idea of
sides.
segregation and the crazy laws in the 1800s after the Civil War. And they've literally just changed the title of the music a little bit.
Yeah.
And they keep doing the same shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
wanted slaves. Now you have welfare slaves.
Correct.
They wanted, segregation. Now it's social justice.
Yep.
Gun control is, now gun safety. Like, fuck off.
Fuck off.
Kiss my ass.
I'm getting sick and tired of this definition changing horse shit. Like, well, the definition is this. Well, 18 months ago, it was something else.
Yeah. Now we got to change the definition of boosters and pokes and racisms and men and women. Biological sex is now a social construct.
Yeah, you
when
can't-
reality doesn't fit your narrative, let's just change the definition of words.
Yeah. You can't be prejudiced if you don't have a position of power in the civilization. Get the fuck out of here.
Sure, yeah. Tell that to Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah.
Smooth criminal. We know more of this case than the Vegas shooting. Amen to that.
Yep. Well, there's billions of dollars at play here. And
Yep.
I'm sure, Vegas probably laid out a lot of hush money to get people to shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I know that's what happened. Mm-hmm. And the government, probably stepped in and said, you know what, we got caught fucking around, and if you do the investigation, then it's going to come out that we had operatives doing the shooting.
Yeah, we'll just bury it instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to bank off of this, but we botched it too much. Let's just bury it. JMG 617, so glad I live in the South, where BLM and Antifa stay in shitholes like Atlanta. Love the show. Helped me through dark times last year without self-evicting my meat suit. $3.98.
So this person lives south of the Yo Mama line, obviously.
How is your mama? Tell her I said hi.
Tell her I said hi. See, and if you're north of the Yo Mama line, you can make Yo Mama jokes.
Yes.
You could talk about sisters and grandmas. You south of the Yo Mama line, you got to get fucked up.
Yeah, you're fighting in the parking lot.
Yeah, or you're not going to make it to the parking lot.
Yeah. Which one is fuck it we're fighting right now?
Bourbon.
Bourbon, okay, that's right. Michael Maroney, the defense should have countered with a picture of Reginald Denny. He was damaged for life by unarmed rioters.
Actually, you know what really would have sold it? You bring a skateboard just like the dude had, and then you put down a watermelon and you smash it in front of the jury and go, of course, it's just a toy and it could never hurt you, right?
Or the defense goes after the prosecutor while he's holding that AR-15 with his finger on the trigger and brings up the skateboard and just watch see what happens?
Yeah, that could happen.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Hunter's Moon Grim, T-Riots, that crap happens in Florida. Everybody gets deputized. Hell, we sleep 90 miles from the Cuban military. We are ready to dance.
That's another thing that we need to bring back is the deputization of grown-ass men.
Yeah.
Like, in my personal opinion, you come out of the military, you go to the county, you talk to the sheriff, he takes your DD-214, he deputizes you, puts you in a database, and if he needs you, he just calls you on the phone and says, hey, motherfucker, you're deputized.
Yeah.
You'd get around a whole lot of horse shit if you did that.
Horse shit. Next one up here. Irish Lever 7745. Wax coat ammo for long-term storage. Free tip.
Or you put clear nail polish on it. That works just as well. Or varnish.
Nice and cheap.
But varnish sticks in the chamber when it gets hot, so you got to be careful.
Tony Soprano, if you want something to laugh at, go read the comments on Joseph Rosenbaum's Facebook. One of the dudes Kyle whacked. Funny as hell.
Does he actually have a Facebook page? They haven't taken it down?
Allegedly, he does. Well, I brought it up here.
Oh.
I see comments.
Oh, you have it up?
Well, I'm looking at it right here, but I'm not seeing any funny comments. Maybe it's not the legit one. This looks like the legit one. Because this one goes back to like 2019. But I'm not seeing any comments. So shoot us a link, redonkulas12@gmail.com. I want to take a look at that because that sounds pretty funny.
Well, I'm not going to make fun of a dead guy.
He's the pedophile.
I know. I understand. You know, he's still dead. So
still dead, but he's still a pedophile.
He paid for his sins, as far as I'm concerned.
Sure. Iron Pineapple, long live the Kenosha Chad.
Oh no.
Is Ray Bill 32980. Who else took a drink after every time the Rittenhouse prosecutors said AR-15 and almost died? Now I'm going to have to go buy one.
And you can get a good one for about $700.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Jaffo on the bound. Oh, yes, I do reload my own ammo. Also, I make subsonics that go well with the suppressor that's attached to it. It was a passion project.
I don't need to hear the details because I know nothing.
You lost all your guns in a tragic boat.
I know nothing.
Yeah, it's bad memories.
Yeah.
MDC with a $5 donation. No comment unless it was deleted by the YouTube censors. If so, sorry. But it is what it is.
Suck it.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
What?
We heard about this morning. Dinosaur 13. Brett Mauser of Not So Sane Entertainment, you know, the guy who made the chair videos, is on Project Veritas. Small world. Red Days was funny as hell. Yeah, he let me know that was going to be happening this morning.
What was he on there for?
He's a whistleblower.
For what?
Oh, you'll just have to watch and see.
Ah, you bastard.
I know. Let's Play PC donated. Question, how does Joseph Rosenbaum collect his thoughts? A, with a sponge.
He didn't get hit in the head, though.
I don't know if he did or not. I can't remember exactly.
He got hit like 3 or 4 times. And pretty much wore him out.
Dinosaur 13 again. Zostava's AKs go for $1K to $1,200 depending on the furniture. They are built on thicker RPK receivers so that you are essentially buying an RPK with a 16-inch barrel. Also, they took the red dot off Kyle's rifle. Most cheap ARs have pick rail front gas blocks, not A2s.
Yep. But I'm a big fan of iron sights because they don't run out of batteries. And they always work. Just say it.
All right, I gotta try to imitate you on this one.
All right.
Damaster 12, Senator Popp takes the floor. Hey, Necro Nancy, fuck you, the host you rode in on, your dad who bought the cream pie and your mom who should have swallowed, you look like a failed facelift of melted wax and a sex change Skeletor, you fucking fuck ugly evil cunt. I yield my time.
That's fairly accurate.
I yield my time. Surplus Karma, that's a unique screen name. I think he's a first-timer. The jury has 7 women on it. They are nagging the 5 men on the jury to death all day. I'm picturing words like actually, literally, and he shouldn't have been there. It's a hung jury. 100% men. Women should be in the kitchen, not on a jury. You said it, not me.
Well,
we don't want to get banned.
Listen, I don't have a problem with a woman being a jury if she's not a bleeding heart liberal.
Yeah.
All right. Because they never see reason. Most of the bleeding heart liberals I know are nothing more than sheeple.
And we know from actual scientific research that the majority of liberal women have a mental illness.
That's right.
So there you go.
There you go.
Jimmy Bones. How does a white 17-year-old shooting 3 people, eliminating 2, and turning 1 into Schrodinger's rioter, he was armed and disarmed at the same time, turn into a BLM march? Can anyone explain this to me? All lives do matter, except for the kid diddler. Fuck him.
That's brilliant, Jimmy.
Yeah. And he wasn't like, the kid diddler, it wasn't like he was like 19 dating a 16-year-old or a 15-year-old girl.
No, these were like 5, 6
These were young
kids.
boys. This is like diddler priest shit.
Like 9 years old.
Yeah, fuck that, man. There's no excuse for that. You need to get just... All right, I'm going to...
He already got a JFK haircut.
Yeah. He's...
it looks great on him.
He's smoking a turd in hell, but I'm not going to badmouth him any further.
Tracy Wilborn, he tipped him money in there. Here's some money for your next dick-shaped girlfriend. What's a good place to get ammo for my Mosin Nogant?
Go to ammoseek.com and do a search for it. You can still buy the 440 cans of the Mosin Nogant ammo.
Yeah.
And, the price has gone up, but you can get your hands on it. You're not going to be able to reload it because it's Bardeen primed.
Bardeen.
But you should be okay.
Jumping over to BigTow.tv, Spiky Balls Blake. Is that what? What's weird? Testing this to see if Popp and Blake read this. I read it, and we appreciate your donation. Thank you so much. Yes, Ken 599. Have you guys seen that I did the stickers of Biden? In my grocery store, every time I see something that's had its price jump up, there's stickers of Biden pointing to the price tag saying, I did that.
Dude, I want to get some of those.
Oh, hell yeah. I got some stickers here, not of Biden, but thanks to Keith Harney, the photographer, he just decided to make a bunch of these. 'Cause these are kind of fun. They say toxic male on them.
Yeah, I like that.
Got me with my glowing glasses and stuff. I decided to make this one today.
I wonder if we can add that to our merch store, stickers of Biden saying, I did that.
Oh, I can make some of those.
Yeah.
Be fantastic.
Yeah.
G. Chase donated $35. Thank you so much. After the Poop Fest, let's go, Charmin. I like it.
Oh, my God.
Jumping over to Odyssey. 25 library coin from a living man. Do take a look at a warriorcall.com on DuckDuckGo. Common law is the only solution before civil war.
I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Francois Le Chatain over on Odyssey. Even back in the early 1990s as a young teenager, I was quite skeptical about the idea that the West had absolutely won the Cold War. Sure, the Soviet Union and the communism in Eastern Europe had recently met their demise, but ideologically speaking, socialism was just getting into dormancy.
Well, China took over where Russia failed.
Yeah, and they definitely have been planting the seeds here in the West, and sadly, it's working.
Yeah, for now. We'll see what happens.
For now. You wanted to talk about this last week, but we didn't have the receipts. Now we do.
Oh, yeah.
The Durham probe.
Yeah, this is...
Even the Washington Compost had to come out and flat out say Durham grand jury indicts lawyer whose firm represented Hillary Clinton's campaign. This dude, whose name was Michael Sussman, lied directly to the FBI and told them flat out, I'm not representing the Clintons. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just a concerned citizen here to talk about Mr. Trump and his Russia collusion.
Yeah, right.
So that's nail one in the coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Boop. Nets look away as Durham charges source of the debunked Steele dossier. Now, this is where things get hysterically funny.
Okay.
Because this was the dossier that proved Trump was a Russian asset.
Is this the Russian P thing, or?
Yes.
That was part of it, right?
Guess who authored the dossier?
A spy.
An actual Russian asset.
Oh, shit.
At the behest of the Clintons and their lawyer.
I thought they hired
behalf.
I thought they hired a English spy.
Well, Christopher Steele was the English spy, and he turned directly to a Russian asset. His name was, I forget exactly what his name is here, Pachenko or something like that. But
so
holy shit.
They had the
hilarious.
middleman contact the Russians to make. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Yep. Igor Danchenko, charged with 5 counts of lying to the FBI, arrested this morning, in custody earlier today. Wow. 39-page indictment stands out because it makes the linkage between Clinton campaign/lawyer opposition research known as the Steele dossier used by the FBI to obtain surveillance warrants for the Trump campaign aide, Carter Page.
He needs to be charged with sedition and face the death penalty.
Yes, he does.
My opinion.
Because the FBI knew this was bullshit. They weaponized it anyway against a sitting president because reasons.
It's almost as bad as the reason being vagina. Oh, wait a minute. It's Hillary Clinton. They did it for Hillary Clinton's
they did do it
vagina.
for vagina. Oh, man. See how it all comes full circle.
Oh, my God. That crusty old nasty tuna melt.
I mean, this isn't anything new to us. We've known for years that this was bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, when I first heard it, I'm like, this has got to be bullshit.
It's... Oh, he's a Russian puppet. Where?
Yeah. And I had some soldiers like, yeah, well, you know, he's working for Russia. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Seriously?
Just get the fuck out of here.
Actual soldiers swallowed this bullshit?
There were some idiots. Yeah, I had to jump in their shit. But yeah.
That's pathetic.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But despite the fact that it is now an accepted fact that the Steele dossier is pure weapons-grade nonsense, mainstream media outlets are still not issuing corrections.
Good. They need to be sued.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, if all the people they slander sue them and don't settle, they'll be out of business in no time flat. They can't afford to pay all of the payouts. And they need to have some serious payouts.
Yep. I love this quote here from Federalist editor Molly Hemingway. If these outlets had credibility to lose, it would cause their credibility to go down. But because they have none, it just cements that they are not to be paid attention to in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, how have the ratings for MSNBC and CNN?
Oh, they have been tanking since Trump left office. I want to say Stelter's is down 3/4.
Why is he even still on TV?
I have no idea. And how the hell is that worthless sack of shit younger than me and look 20 years older? How does that even happen?
Yeah, he's not aging well.
No.
That bowling ball looking motherfucker.
He's aging off a cliff.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Is bad news bears, man, and everybody everywhere is calling it out. Axios has this article. It's a real good one here. The media's epic fail. This particular bit on BuzzFeed is my favorite. BuzzFeed, which made waves in 2017 by publishing the entire dossier, says it has no plans to take the document down. It's still online, accompanied by a note that says the allegations are unverified and the report contains errors.
Yeah, okay.
You're
Lawsuit.
publishing literal Russian disinformation, claiming that it proves the orange man you don't like is a Russian puppet. Do you see how this is a problem here?
I know, it's insane. I'm sorry, but, the lawsuits needs to...
Yeah.
You need to start suing people. It's the only way you're going to fix this.
Yep.
There needs to be some pain.
You questioned these two directly here. CNN and MSNBC did not respond to requests for comment about whether they plan to revisit or correct any of their coverage around the dossier.
It's too late. It's too late. What are you going to do? No, I'm sorry. You need to get sued.
Yeah.
Don't take the settlement. Take it to court. Take it to the bloody end and sue the fucking shit out of them.
Yeah. And, I love when you hear these news organizations when they're trying to rally around the politicians that they like, threats against public servants or against the law. Okay, in addition to shit like this, did you hear about anybody on Twitter directly calling for the assassination of Donald Trump. Do you hear about any of them going to jail?
Nope.
Just ask it.
You threaten the president's life, usually you get like the Secret Service knocking on your door and go,
a little bit.
Did you post this on the internet? What the fuck are you thinking, you dumbass? I mean, that's usually how it goes.
That's how it's supposed to go.
Well, yeah, you're like, I was drunk. Ah, fuck, I'm sorry. I'll take it down. And usually they're like, naughty, naughty, don't do it again.
Don't do it, man.
Yeah, I got you.
And this one I know is going to spin you the hell up, but
here we go.
We're going to just throw up your favorite graphic first.
Here we go. Like, what is that he's throwing up? Is that caviar?
I have no idea.
Dad, I'm scared.
Oh, that's just nasty.
Pivoting away from the Durham probe, but this one I know is going to piss you off because this guy...
Oh, here we go.
This guy is former military, allegedly. CRT supporter allegedly threatens parents, says he's got 1,000 soldiers ready to go, locked and loaded. Why? To force you to accept critical race theory in your schools.
If I had been in the room, I'd have said, go get them.
Yeah, he doesn't have anybody.
I want to see it.
He doesn't have anybody.
I don't believe you.
No.
1,000 people? All right. That's
He's
a fucking brigade.
Yep.
That's like 3 battalions.
Malik Austin is his name. 2Ks in Malik from Fort Worth Independent School District at the board meeting on November 9th. Turned around and yelled at parents in the room, "For those who got issue with this critical race theory equity, this is something I fought for my children." No, you didn't. You didn't fight for Marxism. You fought for democracy, you dumb motherfucker.
Actually, you fought for the Republic.
Fought for the Republic, whatever. Yeah. I stand corrected. I know it's not actually a democracy.
No. Democracy's mob rule.
Yes.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
How dare you come out here and talk about the things that my daddy and my grandparents went through? Blame and shame. Something tells me you were raised by a single mother, Malik. The lynching, the oppression, Jim Crow, and my kids are still being afflicted by this. And yet, you want to go for a far-left policy that's even worse than all of these things that your grandparents went through.
Jim Crow was put in place by the Democrats.
Jim Crow was a Democrat.
Yeah.
Segregation, Jim Crow laws, the KKK, gun control, all Democrats, all deliberately targeting minorities. All of it. How dare you come out here and challenge me on critical race theory? Okay, fine, Mr. Malik Austin. Explain critical race theory to me.
I want to know if the Texas governor is sending out the state troopers to interview this guy for saying that shit.
Yeah.
He should go right to the top of the list.
Yep. This guy is clearly a fucking moron. Listen to this. Look up the word racism. This is something deliberately done to people of African descent. They're shackling us down. This hate, fear ain't gonna work no more. Sure.
What, they just changed the definition, didn't they?
I want to say that the racism and hate and fear is kind of the entire point of critical race theory.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a person who clearly just... I doubt that he even served because he sounds like a fucking...
I would have a hard time covering these kind of stories because I would have shouted that guy down. I would have called him a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get the fuck out of here. We got 1,000 people. I really would like to see that.
Well, he's bluffing. He's clearly a coward and doesn't even know what the hell critical race theory is because if he did know, he wouldn't be saying half the shit that he's saying.
Yeah, you're right. And you know what? A lot of those black communities out there that are just absolute shitholes are run by black people.
Democrats.
Like Detroit has been run by black people since the late 60s, early 70s.
It doesn't even matter whether or not they're black. If it's a Democrat shithole, it's a Democrat shithole no matter what color it is.
Well, the thing is like I just watched a documentary on the school district of Detroit.
Yeah.
And there's a couple instances where $50 million just was wired away out of the account and nobody fucking knew where it went.
Nope.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we have this guy. Same subject, different asshole. Scottsdale Police Department probes school board president and father's stalking and harassment of parents. Scottsdale Police Department opened a criminal investigation into a targeted stalking and harassment of outspoken parents at local school board meetings who are concerned about their children's safety and education. The contents of this dossier put together by the school board president, speaking out against Marxism, parents' bankruptcy filings, family trees, online background checks, civil court case summaries, hidden camera footage that's remarkably illegal.
Oh, my God.
Phone numbers and addresses.
For those of you who don't know, Scottsdale, Arizona is one of the more ritzy areas in Arizona.
Which means it's probably a Democrat shithole on the inside.
Well, I'm just going to say, they have money.
Yeah.
They can hire the attorneys.
Well, and Democrats are the party of the
fuck
rich now.
this dude up and sue the school into the Stone Age.
I can't believe this. Jan Michael Greenberg. Oh, he's a hyphenate first name.
Are you serious?
That's like cuck squared. And his father, Mark Greenberg, were caught stalking parents and publicizing their private information in an online dossier that was kept in a public Google Drive.
Wow. You want to talk about idiots.
A parent found this in a public Google Drive sent to her by the school board president himself.
Wow.
What a piece of shit.
I hope he gets fucked up.
And of course, he denies all responsibility for it, and when he finally comes out to talk about it, he refuses to resign and he blames bad actors for his family's creepy dossier.
I'm sorry. This is going to go, somebody's going to file a lawsuit. This is going to go to court.
Yep.
There's going to be discovery, and I can guarantee you everything this man is saying is be proven to be a fucking lie.
Yeah. IP addresses are a real thing, Mr. Greenberg, and I use Mr. in a very loose way.
Yeah.
A big Mike. Oh, this is just ridiculous. This fucking guy. I just... Unfortunately for him, I mean, he refused to resign, but they still called for electing a new school board president, and despite trying to shout them down... Well, you see here, SUSD board member Patty Beckman was nominated by Hartwells, but Jan Michael attempted to substitute the motion and nominate his second in command.
Nope.
Julie I can't even pronounce that. Did not accept her nomination, and Patty Beckman was nominated as board president. So Jan Michael is going to get booted out, and he doesn't get to name his successor. Good, because fuck him.
Listen, I'm sorry, but everyone on that board needs to be removed.
Yep.
You cannot. Anyone who was sitting on there before this happened needs to be gone. You need to have new people in there, and there needs to be lawsuits against this dude because that's a violation of your privacy.
Mm-hmm. Here are the facts. Let's boil it down. School board president Jan Michael Greenberg was recently caught spying and harassing parents in his school district. He treated his constituents like they were political enemies, and information was compiled for an online dossier. His father created the Greenberg dossier, where confidential information, including social security numbers, were found. The dossier also included divorce proceedings, mortgage documents, family trees, contact information, extensive background checks, court case summaries, and hidden camera footage.
Ooh.
And he admittedly used private investigators to find privileged information and record license plate numbers. He also stalked social media pages and compiled as much information as he could from other websites and background checks. The drive was shared with other school officials, but anybody with the link could view the information.
That guy's an idiot right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of research the guy in my novel will do.
Yep.
So he knows his targets.
Dun, dun, dun.
So there you go.
And of course, after Merrick Garland was the one who came out and spearheaded this whole thing and said, well, we need to treat these people, we need to investigate them because this is domestic terrorism.
It is not.
He denied that he would ever use the FBI in that way. I was just being hyperbolous.
All right, before we even go on, we are now going to probably cover information proving he's a liar. Go on.
FBI whistleblower. Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for him, Johnny? FBI whistleblower claims DOJ used counterterrorism tools against parents, namely Republicans.
Dude, I wish I'd get some whistleblowers like that to contact me. I'd put them on the show.
GOP letter included copies of documents allegedly sourced from the FBI whistleblower that included an email sent by Carlton L. Peoples, who serves in the Bureau's Inspection Division, saying that the Counterterrorism and Criminal Division created a threat tag EDU officials to track instances of related threats. We ask that your offices apply the threat tag to investigations and assessments of threats specifically directed against school board administrators, board members, teachers, and staff. Sounds like exactly what Merrick Garland was talking about. Care to revise your statements, sir?
Well, here's the secret. All right. First of all, if you're going to do anything, you don't ever talk about it.
Yeah.
All right. Now, and also threatening people with legal action is not technically a threat because they're using the system put in place to handle conflict.
Yep.
It's not a threat.
Nope, but this is perjury. In their letter on Tuesday, Judiciary Republicans said that Attorney General Merrick Garland testified in front of a House panel that the FBI and Department of Justice were not using counterterrorism resources to target threats against school board members. However, the newly unveiled document disproves Garland's comments.
And she should be removed. Her pension removed.
It's a he.
Whatever.
Who knows? Allegedly.
Who knows?
Maybe he identified as a man that day.
Yeah. Who knows?
It would explain the koi and the soy and the quim and just the disgustingness. And,
yeah. It's a bunch of bullshit.
The fact that the dude can barely finish a fucking sentence. He's just as bad as our duly elected, most popular president ever.
Yep. The sock puppet of the CCP.
Yeah, two of the CP in there stands for cock puppet. Chinese cock puppet. CCP.
Yep.
Fuck him! Space Ghost is on.
Fuck it!
It's 9:40. We got to rip through some super chats.
Let's do it!
And then...
Alt tech it is!
New tech exclusive, mother fornicators. Nice. The Rogues Tavern, this value for value, a single father as one of the 7% who have majority custody receive child support. Your videos make great discussions with my two teenage boys, and I'm plugging my small channel, The Rogues Tavern, at The Rogues Tavern, live show after you guys at 8 p.m. Pacific.
All right.
26 Library Corn on Odyssey. Yeah, guys on Odyssey, check them out, The Rogues Tavern. Solo Nights. What's the difference between Michael Jackson and Joseph Rosenbaum? The prosecution can prove that Rosenbaum lacked a pass and came in a little behind. Nice.
That's fucked up, man. That's just terrible humor. That's just terrible humor right there.
Well, just like Tucker Carlson said, Joseph Rosenbaum died as he lived, trying to touch an unwilling minor.
Nice. Is that what he said?
Yes.
Good burn.
Red Dawn Radio. Did you know a Carl Zagular when you were in the 2nd Battalion?
I remember a guy named Zertico. That's the only Z I remember.
Zertico. Sounds like an Al Pacino movie.
No, I know. His name was Zertico. Redheaded guy. Hated my guts when I first got there.
It's because he has no soul, just like your ex-wife.
I don't know. I literally had to outrun him on a 5-miler and then beat him up with boxing gloves before he quit fucking with me.
Yeah, sounds like fun to me. It's good times. Loyal 9. The moment we lose our ability to self-defense, then why should the law be followed by the everyday citizen?
Absolutely correct.
Yep. Couldn't have said it better. Kane Shadu, you should watch Jeff Dunham's Biden press conference videos. Sleepy Joe never made more sense. Oh, we're going to have to watch those.
I would love to do like the bad lip reader on that. That shit is hilarious.
Corn Pop's a bad dude. Damn it. Jumping back over to YouTube here. KenJ1090, 80% lowers are surprisingly easy to make and no serial numbers. Not that I'd know anything about that.
Yeah, you can buy that stuff and then just finish out the tooling and use it for yourself. As long as you don't sell the weapon or it doesn't leave the state, technically it is legal.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. I personally, I don't really mess with that stuff because I'm not mechanically inclined when it comes to building things. I'm good at destroying shit because I am an agent of chaos, and that's my primary purpose is to destroy shit. So
you're an agent of chaos.
Yes.
That's very good. I should have cast you as the Joker. Linebacker of fortune. Popp, former first group team guy here. Yes, it just got dark in here. Been watching for years. Keep it up, brother. DOL.
And please watch my last lair where I had I'd read a letter from an RI about letting the chicks through Ranger School, which is now happening in the Q course.
That's a good lair, dudes. If you haven't watched it yet, and judging from the numbers on it, most of you haven't, check it out.
It's 38 minutes long, bro.
Do it. Listen to it on your way to wake.
Yep.
If any of you are still allowed to work.
It's one of my longer ones.
Yes. Hunter's Moon X Grim. The story is if the DOJ files federal criminal or civil rights charges if Kyle gets acquitted.
Look, the DOJ always falls back on the civil rights violation thing, but sooner or later that's going to stop working.
No, it's stupid. 9/23. I want to see the Democratic Party sued for the cost of the Trump and Russia investigation. Trump should sue every media outlet that smeared him.
He should. Yes, he should. He should.
Rake them all over the coals.
Because technically, he wasn't president by then.
No.
When it first started.
No, right after the election is when it started.
Well, there was some rumblings beforehand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, because anytime
right.
the Democrats lose, it was always rigged. There's always a problem.
Yeah.
But when they win, you're not allowed to talk about it on YouTube.
Yeah, you get censored for their ice cream social shagnanigans.
How you doing, Susan? Fuck you.
The appointment of the dictator-in-chief.
The dictator-in-chief. Well, I mean, he did pick up a thing or two from Barry in that regard.
He might have. Who knows what was going on in that back room? Could have been like a male-on-male three-way. Oh,
shit, man.
That's just horrible. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
If they could have, Obama and old Mike could have
a big Mike
basically offered crack cocaine to Hunter, and maybe who knows what happened.
Yeah, could have snorted that crack cocaine right off of Big Mike's penis.
There could be some crazy ass shit going on we don't know about. Oh my God!
Or blowing up Big Mike's ass with a drinking straw.
You bastard!
I
missed.
It's all right though. It means I can throw it back at you.
Cack-sack it.
Cack-sack it. Travis Wolf, MTV new show. Now it be Beavis and Biden. Am I like president or something?
How did this happen? I don't remember.
I don't remember. Hey, is that Corn Pop? Is he like over there touching himself? Perhaps I'll go give him a sniff. I bet when Biden tried to feel up Big Mike, he got one hell of a surprise.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Smells like hormone replacement therapy and dick sauce. God. Oh.
Or the ointment he used to try to bring down his Adam's apple.
You have to shave that down with a belt grinder.
Oh, my God.
Jackal the Emperor sent in $70. Holy cow, over on Streamlabs. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We're not worthy.
Wow. Ode to the traditional United States, won either by say or blood. The evil communist will be defeated. Cheers, gents. Hey, Pop, do you think angle iron sights as a backup for a scope is a good idea for a battle rifle?
Well, I always, on my AR-15s, I did have a red dot, but I also had iron sights. So you literally could look through the red dot, and that dot would be right on the tip of your front sight. And that was a very good setup, because I'm going to tell you right now, if you're relying on something that needs batteries when you need it the most, it will fail every time.
Tell me about it. Been there, done that. Jail. Jimmy Bones tipped on Streamlabs here. Pop with his own whistleblower sources. I think I got your name already, Pop. Pop's meat whistleblowers, no homo.
That's brilliant, Jimmy.
That is funny. That is funny.
That was pretty good.
That is funny.
Like it.
That's a good burn. Quality
Burn, Jimmy. Can always count on you for a few good ones.
Quality.
All right, jumping back over to MGTOW.tv. Let's check this out here. Arrow Shogun. Pop, I'm going to take your advice and get a weapon that can shoot 30-06 and 6.5 Creedmoor, upper for the AR-10, but I already have thousands of 7x57 and 8x57 Mauser and was planning to rebuild an FN Model D that could shoot those two calibers, including 30-06 308, and I'm assuming can be chambered in a 6.5 Creedmoor too with a swap of a barrel. Am I getting ahead of myself?
No, you can Like the magazines that'll handle the 308 will handle the 6.5. You literally just got to change the upper to take the new caliber. That's it. Now, if you do have thousands of rounds just sitting around of 7 and 8 millimeter Mauser, by all means, build a platform that uses that. I mean, if you have the ammo, I mean, if you're gonna, you get a new rifle that uses 8 millimeter Mauser, that's really hard to get. That ammo's hard to get now. I mean, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, they were just dumping that on the open market because they were finding it all over Germany after World War II. Whole warehouses of it, especially as the Soviet Union was coming to the end of its days. Like that last 7 years, they sold an incredible amount of ammo and weapons on the open market.
Damn.
So,
the more you know.
That's just my opinion, of course.
Actually, I have that here, don't I? Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah.
You always got to keep that stuff around just in case. Dick Almighty at Darth Pennywise. Absolutely correct. In a fair and just world, the ADA would be charged with 12 counts of brandishing or applicable law. He stuck his trigger finger in the trigger well while pointing the weapon at the jury. The bolt was closed and not bolt stop of yellow, orange, or red color. There could have been a live round in there, 100%.
Yeah, you know what? That would have been like a turbo dick move. If somebody would have, slipped a round in there.
It would have been really
He's pointing it around. All of a sudden it goes off in the courtroom. That would have been a mistrial. What the fuck? Whoa, shit! That's just my evil mind going through the motions. What do I know?
Spiky Balls Blake. Is this meant for me? Just asking. It's kind of weird. $35 donation. Thank you very much. Very generous. Blake and Pop, since you guys live in Michigan, I always wanted to ask you these questions. What are your thoughts on the Michigan Dog Man? I haven't heard of this.
No. There's people have seen this dog man that runs around in the woods.
Oh, is he like a Bigfoot deal?
Similar.
Okay.
But he looks more like a dog. And he's been reported to be able to run like 70 miles an hour. And people have seen him. Supposedly there's pictures of it. I haven't seen the pictures.
Fascinating.
But, hey, who knows?
Yeah. We can't watch everything at the same time.
No.
So. P.S. Pop, did you get the donation on Veterans Day? $150 donation was sent in by this guy.
I believe I did, yes.
Yeah, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Arrow Shogun again. Also, if you are able, keep buying part kits for AR, AK, Glock, 1911, and other platforms wherever you can. That stuff will prove invaluable in the future, especially if you bought it with cash or money order. Don't forget about lubricating and cleaning oils to clean your guns. By the way, Surplus Karma or anyone else, hit me up on my new Discord account, Arrow Shogun, #9836.
All right, yeah.
I'm not going to say that hashtag shit because that's gay.
Gay.
I like my Me Too's pounded, if you know what I mean.
Pound me too. Yes, please.
Hey, I know my generation. I grew up, I had a rotary phone in the house, damn it.
Yeah, pound me too, said the 42-year-old woman.
Yeah, pound me too. You wish, whore.
Your days are behind you.
Your days are behind you, just like all of your ex-boyfriends. Last one on YouTube. Gaz M, 10 euros. Thank you very much. Brandon supporters, when they find out that Kyle killed a man who repaid 5 kids, that could have been me. It's about the only thing that they would say that would even be somewhat logical, even if it would be self-serving victim bullshit.
Before we go to new tech, let's get a count.
Final count of the night, 1,138 on YouTube. 71 on MGTOW.tv, 179 on Odyssey. Thank you very much. 143 on RoxyTube and 105 on Twitch.
So that's like 1,600 people.
Outstanding. Thank you all very much for tuning in tonight. And I will be posting links to where you can continue watching this stream in the chat. In the meantime, Pop is going to go empty his squirrel bladder because he just needs to do it.
Yeah, it's been 2 hours.
It is what it is. Yep. We will see you shortly.